morning. I'm here in the Forest of Dean in a car park that's built on the site of one of the old coal mines. Forest of Dean used to be a big coal mining area, and this mine was called the New Fancy. Strange name, but now there's a very useful car park here. I'm going to do a walk I've done just once before, a few years ago. I did it clockwise. Today I'm going to do it anti-clockwise. The weather forecast is glorious for today. Should be sunny all day. Let's see how it goes. The weather is good today, but it's been very, very wet. And so I've got my traditional heavy boots and gaiters on today. I don't really like either. I don't like gaiters at all. But previous experience of walking the Forest of Dean, these tracks, this time of year after heavy rain is likely to be very muddy. So I've temporarily abandoned the lightweight boots I normally wear and gone back to my traditional heavy leather boots. Whether that will be a good decision, we'll find out later. This section of the walk is along a disused railway track, and there's a really popular route here in the forest made up mostly of an old railway track. It gets thousands of people on a busy weekend. It's great. It gets people out into the countryside, gets them on their bikes. You can hire bikes, you can bring your own. There's cafes. Just about to be overtaken.
Am I famous now?
You are, you will be. This is a lovely area with some really nice trees, mature trees, not the monoculture pines that characterize so much of the forest these days. It's cool. It's actually an arboretum, so I guess the trees have been planted just for people to experience them. I'm no expert, but these look like redwoods. The bark is certainly quite red. I've just been into the Speech House Hotel, which you can see behind me, for a coffee. It's considered to be the centre of the forest, and it's the site of the Verderers Court. Still to this day, that court sits. I think they have a jurisdiction over matters relating to forestry, but it's a very ancient thing. I stayed in that hotel once a few years ago. It was very good. I'd be glad to get away from this road though. One of the lovely features of the Forest of Dean is that there's this sculpture trail. Runs for a few kilometres, I'm not quite sure how many, and every few hundred metres is an interesting piece of sculpture, and they're all different, all very imaginative. If you've never been to the Forest of Dean, it really is worth seeing, and it's worth coming for a weekend. Stay over for a night or two and do walk the sculpture trail. It's easy walking, and possibly either bring a bike or rent a bike and ride the family trail around the old railway line. That's quite straightforward as well, not difficult. It's a lovely area. I'm particularly fond of it in the autumn. For me, I've just probably missed the very best of it. Lots of the leaves are down now. A couple of weeks ago it would have been glorious, and it's absolutely amazing in bluebell time. Bluebells are phenomenal in the Forest of Dean, which I suppose is late April, May. I recommend the place. The path just here is a bit theoretical. It's marked on the map, but it's clearly not much use, and there's been quite a lot of forestry work, so it's wet, muddy, and there's a lot of fallen branches. And I'm back onto a better track. Well, at the moment, the decision to wear proper boots and gaiters is looking like a reasonable one. Well, I've never seen a bat roost before. That was interesting. Perhaps at night you'd be able to see the bats flying around. I didn't bring a chair with me today, and although it's a bit early, I fancy my lunch, so I'm needing somewhere to sit. So I think I might sit on one of these logs. I do like a hard-boiled egg, but what is a hard-boiled egg without some salt? So I've got a little container with both salt and pepper in the one thing. Clever little device from MSR. Well, I've never heard of the Weiss's Way. Offa's Dyke to the Thames Path. I've walked the Offa's Dyke, and I'd quite like to walk the Thames Path. That would be interesting, probably not too demanding. I must have a look at their web. I'm sure the Weiss's Way has a website. I must check it out. When there was mining, the railways would have been used to take the coal away. This section that I'm walking now is part of the sculpture trail, and this row of sleepers in front, I think, is actually one of the sculpture pieces. Oh, there we are. The Iron Road. I'm gonna have to go and have a look at soil unsoiled. I've got no idea what it is. Ah, it appears to be a poem or a reading. Let's have a quick look. I am compelled to wake this ground, to rake the dust and drum a sound, to speak of the living that cannot be refused, to pay respect, earn my due. They do not hear until we wail for the dead. Still we mark the forest, earth, stained in red. As our barefoot place this blackened space, without all imprint upon its face, fault it not. It gives all that it can, it endures, but homes the worst of man. Trampling dreams and scrambling serenity. This is the forest, it is here for many. This is the land, a thing of need. We watch it hoarded, a thing of greed. Still, this is our place of rest and toil. We mark the forest. We dream unsoiled. That is good. In fact, that's brilliant. I love that. I'm glad I came down. And there's a bench. So I'm going to finish off my lunch, or you could even call it second lunch, but it's lunch part 2. What a lovely, tranquil, perfect moment this is. It's for moments like this that I come out walking. There's another sculpture here. I've been captured by the sculpture trail. Even if it makes me late and I get back to the car in the dark, it doesn't matter. I have a head torch with me. I couldn't just walk past it without coming to see it. I don't know if that's the name of the sculpture piece. I don't think so. It appears to be called Threshold. There it is. That was worth seeing. And it can mean, I guess, whatever you want it to mean. On we go. Back past the speech house and off in a different direction now to loop around and head back to the car. I think we've still got another 4 or 5 kilometers to go. It's about 2:30, so we should be back at the car by 4. Should make it in daylight. This is the section of the walk that I was really thinking about when I decided to wear heavy boots and gaiters. I've known it to be 3 or 4 inches deep in mud. It isn't actually too bad at the moment, although I can't see all of it yet. One final short climb and then an easy stroll back to the car. A few steps up the road and we'll be back into the car park. Well, according to my Garmin, that's 17.4 kilometers. I think OS Maps has it at 18 or 19, not sure. That was a lovely walk. I've really enjoyed that. It's 20 past 3, just short of 6 hours, but then I stopped 3 times, 2 lunch breaks and a coffee break in the Speech House, and quite a bit of filming, so that's fine. But yes, I enjoy that walk very much. And what about my decision to wear heavy boots and gaiters? Let's have a look. Yeah, I think I'm comfortable with that decision. They are a lot heavier and I can feel it in my legs. But those boots will clean up a lot more, a lot easier than the fabric lightweight boots I normally wear. So I'll get some payback. And I can scrub the gaiters off in a bucket of water before putting them in the washing machine. I'll put the route track up now, for which thanks to Ordnance Survey. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy walking and thank you for watching.